Hello and welcome everybody to another Cardboard Conversations. We're pantless again.
We
By
are.
pantless, I mean patless.
And no pants.
I have pants on. I mean they're pajama pants, of course. That's the go-to nowadays. Plus, I just woke up about 20 minutes ago, baby.
So
S-
we do have some things to talk about tonight, folks. I mean, there was the announcement this week of the secret lair for Fallout. You know, a follow on to the. As I understood, I guess there was another secret lair once upon a time for Fallout that I must have missed.
I think so. Yeah.
And Manavault was in that as a super secret lair card. And there's rumor that it could be in these as well, which would make sense. Which means they're probably coming to the end of their license, and they're trying to print off what they can while they still have that Fallout license. So I would start expecting to see things like the Fallout decks. If this is true, if I'm correct, which I'm going to quote Pat again, Matt, I hate to break it to you, you don't know shit. I don't know shit. Nobody knows shit.
You ever play the computer game You Don't Know Jack?
I have. I actually have that on Steam. We play it from time to time with the gaming group here.
You've been screwed. All right.
I like the ones where you draw like inappropriate pictures and people guess things. Usually it devolves down into like boobs and nipples, but or penises. But the Fallout indicates to me, because it seems a little off, right? I mean, as far as I know, there's not like it's not coinciding with something, and they're terrible at coinciding with timing anyways of products with real world releases. And like, I think they weren't even close on the D&D movie, which is their own movie. There's nothing for Star Trek coming up. But Fallout is still a very popular TV series on is it Prime? Yeah, on Prime. And it's a super popular long-term consciousness game in the world for people. So the crossover was really successful in parts. I was really surprised. Can we pull up? I'll try to pull it up. The current pricing, I like just recently, it was like $160 for the 4 decks, which comes out to $40 a deck, which doesn't seem absurd to me in pricing.
Coming soon.
Oh, keep it PG, my friend.
So when is this? It doesn't even say. It just says coming soon, huh?
What's that? The secret lair?
The Fallout secret lair, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming on the 26th.
Oh, you would think it would say that on the website,
huh?
You would think it would say that on the actual website.
You mean on the secret lair website? I think it says it on the Wizards website. If you go to the secret lair announcement, because it didn't even show what cards are in the secret lair. Why don't you go ahead and like Google that real quick? I'm gonna go look at like the Fallout prices for sealed over on TCG Player, just to get like the hottest off the presses pricing. But I kind of wanted to talk about that first because it's, kind of like the hottest news of the week. Besides that, today is, pre-release day for Lorwyn, which is pretty big. I've heard of many places being sold out for pre-release seating. So sorry for those of you that were unable. Maybe you made last-minute plans to go, but I heard they sold out for some of them. Now, they have gone up, so I guess I should share my screen, huh? That would probably be YouTube professional like. Oh, you're sharing your screen. That's fine. We can go over that first if you wish. Might want to make it bigger, giggity. There are some good cards throughout there. There's a number. This is a super drop, of course. It's like, I think like 5 of the sets. I'm probably gonna get 2 of each of the super drops, maybe, if they're like $200 a piece. There's also a special card you get I've never heard of, but it's almost like Whisper Silk Cloak's the one that you can't be blocked, right?
Yeah. Is that what this is?
Yeah. I mean,
Silver Shroud costume.
Yeah, but it doesn't say Whisper Silk Cloak, but maybe this is a little. I don't think Whisper Silk Cloak has flash.
No, it's the opposite. So Whisper Silk Cloak is 3 cost and then 2 to equip. This is the opposite, which I guess is slightly worse. But the fact that this has flash is kind of nice. Whisper Silk Cloak also gives hexproof, or gives Shroud forever, not until just end of turn. So I wouldn't probably ever play this, but
Okay.
here it is.
But that's the promo card. If you order, I think it was $149 worth. But those promo cards usually sell out. I'm going to make a prediction right now. And this goes back to the whole conversation we were having where that one person, if you're watching, I don't remember your name, but took extreme exception to the fact that I think that there's a difference between flippers and scalpers. And it's the scalpers that are doing the bots that are leveraging themselves. And, like many of these secret layers end up dropping drastically after they buy it. I'm like, okay, I'm glad they got burned. But I expect that to happen here. Like, they have done nothing to fix that problem where popular secret layers sell out in minutes, right? And then you're just sitting there trying to load in and tells you got 30 minutes in the queue. And then when you finally get there, sorry, your cart's empty, and it kicks you back out the queue. Expect that. Expect more badness with this secret layer if you're into Fallout. WotC just frankly sucks at managing their direct-to-customer sales. They'll let bots spam and get 1,000 copies of each of these secret layers, while most of the players that want just like 1 or 2 copies of each of these secret layers are like, nope, you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. I don't know. Do you want to go over the cards or not? I think this is the mechanically unique one.
No. These 3 are new to Magic design. The last 3 are just reprints from the Fallout.
Yeah. But those are. I think this is the only one that has the new to Magic.
Yeah, but these are the ones that are new to Magic. Lucy McLean.
Yeah, okay, but they're in the same secret layer.
It's all one secret layer, isn't it?
No, there's like 5. You got to keep going down.
There's a dog one. Okay.
There's like 5 of them.
This card's a pretty good Commander Rates card. Whenever a token enters, you may have target player other than its controller create a token that's a copy of it, and you draw a card if an opponent created a token. So you don't draw a card, but you still get to.
You could have the opponent create a token and draw a card.
You could.
I don't know that I'd want to. Certainly makes it more complicated to make fighting decisions, but you've been working on that anyways. You might want to tell our audience about
another non-token zombie or mutant you control dies. Target player gets 2 rad tokens. 3 mana, 2/3. Rad's okay.
Are you a fan of rad? I'm not. It's just like another mechanic that you have to look up on, Oracle to figure out what the hell it does.
It's a little strange on the timing of it. It's at the beginning of your first main phase, which is kind of weird. Most things are upkeep, so it makes it a little awkward. You're like, you don't remember exactly which. Yeah, like you said, you have to kind of like remind yourself what the hell it does. But do I like rad? I have a deck that does.
Hello, Wayne.
It does care about rad, so I don't know. It's okay.
I didn't play with any of the rad stuff. Is that from Thunder Outlaws of Thunder Junction? Is rad? Maybe.
No, it's from Fallout.
Is that the only place where rad is a thing? Is in Fallout?
So far, yeah. I mean, this is the second time, but. And then Maximus Knight Apparent, 4 mana, 4/4 trample. Whenever it enters, you may search your library for an equipment card with mana value 2 or less. Reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle, sacrifice an artifact, you gain 2 energy. That ability might be useful. The sacrifice gain 2 energy. I mean, I guess tutoring is fine. I've never been a super big equipment heavy. Like I don't think I have an equipment besides Sword of Feast and Famine and Skull Clamp.
It's kind of expensive, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like energy decks that have the ability for a sack outlet to then also give 2 energy. That's very strong.
Yeah,
there's a lot of.
Are there a lot of red energy decks? I don't think so.
Yeah, most of them are Jeskai.
No, there's a lot of Simic stuff that's energy.
I've never even looked at it. I've only looked at Jeskai colors, honestly, because there's.
I think blue is the most energy heavy.
There's the Dr. Madison Lee from Fallout is a. She's the energy deck from that, so this would go good in that, obviously.
Oh, you mean more recent energy? I was thinking more like Kaladesh back then.
All right. Secret Lair Fallout. Greet the dog. Gonna pet that dog.
Yup. This is the one, if you want to get it, I think has the most room to go up because people love dogs and cats. And so now you're gonna get a soul ring with a dog.
Yeah,
and
but none
Arcane Signet is a dog.
of these cards are worth like a damn. Like they're not even worth like $1.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you because it's got dogs on it. I think that first one has got it worth a few bucks.
Ripples of Potential. Proliferate the Genetic Information. Oh, yeah, I remember this card. It's quite good.
I don't know that this one's going to do specifically well.
I'm not even entirely
maybe
sure
because of the Mind Crank and Mesmeric Orb, but they just reprinted Mesmeric Orb not too long ago, and I don't think a lot of people really play Mesmeric Orb decks. It's kind of the
Mothman can get out of hand.
Yeah, but it's like $1 card. Mind Crank is an expensive card, but
I mean, it's like $5. I don't know if I'd consider that expensive.
It's kind of scarce.
I don't know how much Mothman Egg is or Mesmeric Orb.
That's a Mesmeric Orb. I think it's like a $10 card. But Mind Crank is just more like a scarcity reprint, so expect that to really kind of drop. And just the play patterns of those, the whole mill strategy thing. People hate mill.
Tiny Bones. I have a buddy that just made a mill deck. I think he's won no games, and he's only eliminated one player from mill. It's just kind of bad.
Yeah, but he's probably pissed off every other player at the table.
I don't think I hate it as much as I thought I would, but I also play a lot of cards. A lot of my decks care about the graveyard, so he kind of just helps me. So for me, I'm like, hey, whatever.
Tiny Bones gets a reprint. That's like a $20 card, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
Won't be after this.
I don't think this will. If it's a $20 card, I don't think this is going to change anything.
I do. Ishin is a rough commander. It's a popular commander, but not. I mean, it's like rough to play against him. It kind of sucks. Usually when it eliminates somebody, it's like bang, you're dead.
Yeah, I have a buddy, the same guy that made the mill deck. He has one of this decks, and this deck it can come out of nowhere and just destroy you. Custom Caravan, the deck of many things. That card's bad.
Yeah, it's a $5 card, but it definitely won't be after this.
Why do you think that the Secret Lair is going to change the price of the card? No, they almost never do. They're not like super high quantity where they're going to like push down the prices.
They actually do. They put like tens of thousands of copies out there.
That's not enough. That's nothing.
I disagree.
Rookie numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, these Secret Lairs kind of suck. I don't want any of these.
Yeah, I think it's going to, be that Fallout premium. And like I said, it feels very much like, we're running out of our license. We got to get this in the print queue and get it up before we lose the ability to print these again. Like if you look, these were just like literally, I was telling my friend who I'm bringing into Magic, this was one to consider, and this is just a couple weeks ago. Was shoot, of course I messed up the aspect ratio now. If you want to pull this up on the screen, please. So these four, this was just $160 just a few weeks ago. And if you look now, the cheapest one is over $200. I don't know why.
To be honest, I'm a little surprised it's taken this long to go up, to be honest.
Well, they had multiple reprints. Like they've reprinted. I think this has been reprinted like 4 times. I think Rudy said these Fallout decks. So they were trying to go up even before this because it was long ago, and then just like reprint, and I think they're running out of the reprint, and so I think you're seeing that indeed they're going up to $200 for the deck of 4 or the pack of 4, and just at Christmas time, they were $160. So that's how quickly that can turn, folks. And if they've run out of room on the runway to print these things off, which is might be why they're releasing that Secret Lair now, They might be getting ready. Didn't Fallout get announced like in the early spring, late winter when it came out? I think pretty sure.
I don't remember.
So that sounds about right. What, about 3 years ago? Is that when it came out? 2 years ago?
I don't know if it's been that long, but maybe. Time flies when you're having fun.
Well, it definitely wasn't released last year in 2025. So
Yeah,
either way,
March of 2024.
okay, yeah, like I said, early spring, and that means they're likely coming up on the end of their agreement. Which, wow, that's pretty short, just 2 years. And cranking out what they can while they're still allowed to. So that's my suspicion, and if that's the case, it is possible that this secret lair and these decks can start seeing some significant upticks in price.
Sure.
Because they did that with the Warhammer 40K. Now that came out the year before that, so 2023, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah, Warhammer decks have gone up a little bit, huh?
But they've gone up quite a bit. I don't know if you've looked, but they were like ridiculously upticked, like $200 a deck now, I think. I'll take a look now since I'm here. Sorry, I have to spread it out, giggity, to be able to search and change.
Spread that TCG player open.
Do what?
I said spread the TCG player open.
Hell yeah. That's what she said. So Warhammer. I don't have like the long view of the history. I'm not going to go through all that here. It's just the basic concept that, like once they run out of the runway, once they hit the end of their agreement and they stop printing and give things room to breathe, why is this up? Stop it. Stop. Jeez Louise. I'm so good at YouTube. It's crazy. So I don't want to look at the collector ones, but look at the normal ones, dude.
That's pretty good. I'm actually
I was going to recommend this, and then I looked at them, and I'm like, holy muck buggies. That went up fast. Just last year, they were half the price they are now. And I'm pretty sure the year before this, they were about half that price. But these got a number of reprints, right? I remember that. Huh? I didn't jump on it when it first released, and then I didn't jump on it when it dropped and went back up, and then it dropped again. I'm like, all right. I think on the second dip is when I finally bought a set of these, and I think I might have paid $200 for them.
Yeah, I mean, I got them, no problem. I knew that they were going to be awesome. Like they just the face cards, almost all of them. I think the 3 out of 4 of them were in my head were pretty damn good.
Well, I mean, I know they're very popular. The commanders in this. Didn't Pat just play Caesar?
Yep.
So yeah, I mean,
you're strong.
So I'm just saying, I think even though those Fallout decks are at $200 now, oh yeah, hey, thank you, Benson. Yes, if you like what you're seeing, if you like visiting us on Saturdays, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell icon notification so you know when we are streaming live. We do have random streams, by the way. I do it from time to time. It also let you know when Matt puts out his awesome video shorts to let you know his analysis on sets. Matt has committed to putting out 5 shorts a day on Lorwyn until he gets caught up.
Yep.
So you can get his awesome expert analysis, and he is awesome. I mean, he is definitely the gamer between.
Come on, time capsule.
Give you time capsule. At any rate, my point with all that is it's easy in the rearview mirror to say, "Oh, I should have bought that." And I'm just saying, I don't even consider $50 a deck too much for the Fallout decks. I just don't. Huh?
I said, no, it's great.
So while you've missed the window at $40 a deck, if this is the end of their print run for Fallout, You might want to consider that. And you might want to consider that for the secret lair. Now, there are IP secret lairs that have done shit like the Sonic one, but that had no other connection to Magic, right? Like, that's not
Yeah.
fair. Jake from Martitious Magic went through a lot of this, and he went through the different secret lairs of different IPs and which ones have gone up. I'm not going to go through all that. But some of them do, like the Princess Bride secret lair. Holy crap. I got friends that are Princess Bride fans, and I really wanted to get it. And it went up to $160. And I'm like, no, I can't drop that on a secret lair for people that don't even play Magic. I was thinking, $30-$40. Yeah. And then when I went to look at the pricing, I'm like, oh.
Another benefit for having secret lairs is if you're a person that either collects them or if you want to hoard them or whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say, they're very small packages. So they don't take up a ton of room.
They are now. They used to be terrible. They used to come in big space-filled, air-filled, empty boxes. I have a commander deck in one of the old. So this is the way that I can even tell you what this was, the Extra Life 2020, right? And there were like 4 cards in here, folks. This, in compared to the size of a commander deck box, right? They
come in little envelopes.
Yeah, a flat pack envelope that takes no space at all. Agreed. And I'll even go one better than that, Matt. Many of the secret lairs, like if you just keep it sealed, they have bonus cards in them that is definitely like super loot. I don't have examples of them, but many of them sell for thousands of dollars, right?
There was a Hatsune Miku, was a command tower maybe. There was a special like insert, and people were like, it's a very expensive card."
So if you keep it sealed, what that means long term is there's always a chance.
It's the Snapcaster Mage, Hatsune Miku Snapcaster. That was a secret lair. I'm pretty sure. Random insert. So, do you know about this? There have been TMNT cards being spoiled in Lorwyn. Do you think that's intentional?
No, but it's not the first, because it's not the first time we've seen this, right?
Like, people are calling it a printing error, but like, and then I had the funny thing of like the irony of like the people are so excited about Lorwyn. It's gonna be like the roots of magic, and they're gonna like get back to the magic set. And like people are so angry about universes. They're so angry about Universes Beyond. And then like it's like all of a sudden like Universes Beyond is just being smashed into Lorwyn. It's like no.
And they get a Pizza Land. Those things look terrible.
So apparently so far there's been 47 rares and mythics that have been leaked from the set already. Like these are all spoilers from pre-release kits. I thought it'd just be a couple, but there are like a lot here.
Dude, all I'm going to say about that is that set's in trouble, and maybe they're trying to generate some buzz for it.
That's what I thought. I thought this seems intentional, because how bad can you mess this up? Like this is a pretty big monster.
Have you looked at the cards? I haven't seen them, but
they basically I don't know why they do this, and it frustrates the shit out of me. Why do they make the same exact effect but call it something different? Sneak is just ninjutsu. You may cast a spell for a mana cost if you return an unblocked attacker you control to your hand during the attack. Well, this is during the blocker step. Sorry, not attacker step. So it's slightly different. I don't know. It's just ninjutsu. Just leave.
Ninjutsu. They also have to be unblocked.
Well, this. Oh yeah, that's right. But this is during the blocker step. Is ninjutsu during? I thought a ninjutsu was during the attacker step.
No, it's during it. It has to be unblocked. It can only be unblocked.
It's the exact same wording.
It can only be unblocked.
Return an unblocked attacker you control to hand. Put this card onto the battlefield from your hand, tapped and attacking. So what? You may cast a spell for if you also return an unblocked attacker you control to hand during the declare attacker step or blocker step. So they've just like, what are they? I don't know why. Just use ninjutsu. Why make another ability we have to figure out in Lord?
Because somebody over at WotC or MTG got a raise for creating a new mechanic.
Maybe.
Look, management doesn't get raises or performance reviews unless they actually change something. Like if things are working and they just keep the train on the track, they don't get raises. So they change shit, even that doesn't need to be changed.
Oh, so I just found something. So this is ninjutsu for a sorcery spell. This is a sorcery spell. You may cast a spell if you also return an unblocked attacker and to your hand during the declared blocker step. Return up to 1 or 2 target creature cards with each mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
So why would
So
that be any different than ninjutsu? Why couldn't it just be a
because it's on a
ninjutsu sorcery?
I don't know. Maybe well because ninjutsu specifically states creatures. Maybe that's why. Because the actual we figured it out.
Yeah.
Because the actual the text for ninjutsu is return an unblocked attacker you control hand. Put this card onto the battlefield. You can't put a sorcery onto the battlefield.
Dude, I'm just going to tell you this right now. It's kind of like people not calling the triomes and Streets of New Capenna triomes. They're not triomes. Yes, they are. Shut up. Everybody calls them triomes. And you know what everybody's going to call this ability? Ninjutsu.
Oh yeah, but I understand what you're saying, but at the same time they can't have ninjutsu on a sorcery because it specifically says tapped and attacking. You can't put a sorcery into the battlefield tapped and attacking. So there is a reason to have there at least is a reason to have it be differently named. I don't know how they would. Maybe they could have given this a 1/1 power and toughness, and then it'd be a 1/1 attacking sorcery or whatever. Then you still get the effect. That'd be weird, but because then it would just be a creature. Anyways,
or you just
powerful
Oracle text the rule for ninjutsu and get rid of the creature requirement.
Maybe. I don't know if that breaks anything, but I'm sure it'd be fine because it should be only on creatures at the moment.
And it doesn't even really matter. I so don't care about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's going to be a set I can't wait to get past.
I don't give a crap about TMNT, but the cards can still be good. I don't care. It could be fucking My Little Pony. If the card's good, I'm gonna play it. Like this card is okay. This kind of effect is nice.
All right, let's get into it. Like zoom in so we can see the cards and let's go through them then.
Right.
Because that is a blurry, hot fucking mess.
Well, I mean, there's screen caps of. I mean, I don't know how much I can really zoom in. I can go 1 by 1, maybe. Nope, it won't let me. It's only 2 by 2.
You could right click on it and like
open new image on every single card. That doesn't sound fun. I can just read it. I don't know if I do open image on this card.
Yeah,
sure. It's fine. Yeah, this one just returns 1 or 2 target creature cards with each amount of value 3 or less when we go to the battlefield. This is solid for my Rafine deck. So decks that care about small CMC creatures. It's nice. 4 mana cost is a bit expensive, but it's not too bad.
No, it's not 4. It's 2.
Oh, that's true. It's 2. Okay, yeah, this card's sick. Yeah, this card's amazing. It's amazing. Now you do have to have an unblocked creature, but in there's plenty of unblockable creatures. There's plenty of flying creatures.
And you have to have 1 or 2 creatures in your graveyard, both with CMC 3 or less each.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah. Okay.
So this card's great for Rafine. That's great. Leonardo guy, he's just a little weenie 1/1 lifelinker. I don't really get. I mean, whenever you gain life, you put a 1 counter. That's not bad. 1 mana 1/1 lifelinker or 2 mana 1/1 lifelinker that gains power. It could be fine.
I mean, he's almost like a crappier. Well, maybe not crappier because he has lifelink on himself. Version of like a Leonan's Pride.
Prehistoric pet. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with greater power, and then return another creature you control to its hand, activate only as a source, or only during your turn. That's a strange. Activate only during your turn. Return another creature you control. So I guess they can like save a creature during the attacker step, or I mean, you could just kind of flicker something. It's kind of a weak card there. Sally Pride, Lone Lioness Leader. 5 mana.
Great.
2/4.
More cats. That's what we need.
Cat Mutant Rebel. When it enters, create X 2/2 red mutant creature tokens, where X is the number of non-token creatures you control. That's a pretty strong ability for 5. Whenever she attacks or it attacks, put a 1 counter on each creature you control.
That's strong.
Yeah, this is a very strong card. That's a nice one. Okay,
yeah, because cats needed a buff, right? Because I don't know if you played Arena, but it's like 90% cat decks out there right now.
What about a dinosaur soldier? Double X and double white, 2 mana 2/2, or 2 mana 2/2. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets dinosaurs you control. This is a reprint, isn't this? Triceratops.
I don't know.
I feel like this might be a reprint, but I think this is from the Doctor Who, right? I don't know.
know.
This feels like a Reaper from Doctor Who. I'm fairly certain this is, but
a
I could be
mythic.
wrong. So you dinosaurs you control other than this creature get +1/+1 of flying. Whenever this creature enters, X. Yeah, that's not great. I'm fairly certain that's from Doctor Who. Donatello. This should be new. Donatello mutant. Fucking, I don't know. I have no idea what his mana cost is. But he can tap in and put 3/1 counters, make something an XX robot. So it'd be a 3/3
It's
robot.
mechanic.
Only as a sorcery.
Mutant
And
mechanic.
whenever what?
Mutant mechanic.
No, it's a mutant ninja turtle.
No, the name Donatello, mutant mechanic.
No, but what's his mana cost?
Oh, yes.
That's what I was saying. I have no idea what the mana cost is. And I don't know if it's good. It could be 7. It could be awful. Whenever an artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on another target artifact or creature. That could be combo centric, but no idea what the cost is. It's probably 4.
Oh, dude, I know where the combo could be when you're turning artifacts into creatures, right? Like
Flash 5 mana 4/3. Whenever it enters, return each non-land permanent that entered this turn to its owner's hand. Okay. Cyclonic Rift at instant speed for only 1 person? Well, not even that. It's very situationally expensive. I don't know if you want to just set 5, keep up 5 mana.
anti-token strategy.
Like reanimate, like if like people like they living death, they like reanimate everything from their graveyard, stuff like that. Like that would be really good for this. But you have to keep up 5 mana the whole time.
There's a lot of token strategies out there at the moment. So, and standard
Kitsune Dragon Daughter, Fox Warlock Avatar. How many names are they gonna have in their fucking creature types? 6 mana 6/6 Vig. Whenever enters, deals combat damage to a player. You may exchange control of 2 other creatures controlled by different players. That's fucking useless.
What? Yeah, bad card.
Kitsune's Technique, 6 mana, or you can sneak in for 2. Target opponent mills half their library, rounded up. Wow.
That
sneak cost is cheap. What the fuck? That's crazy. That actually, the buddy that plays the mill deck, I mean, like that's fairly easy to do. You could if anything, you could be like, hey, other opponent, I want to mill them for half their library. Will you let me attack you? They just don't block.
Like, well, and if you have Bruvac out there, right? Game over for that person.
Is that one double the mill?
Yeah.
Interesting. It was funny we were just talking about mill. Is it
I hate mill. Like it's not a fun strategy.
Gecko. 3 mana 2/3 lizard mutant. Discard a card until end of turn. He becomes the color of your choice against hexproof from that color, and whenever he deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each color among permanents you control.
And that's 3. That's actually not terrible.
Yes, yeah, it has to deal combat damage, but if you're playing a couple color decks, draw a couple cards. Not too bad. Madame, no power broker. 3 mana 1/3. Madame, no power. Anyways, whenever another creature you control enters, you may pay life equal to its power. If you do, put that many 1/1 counters on it.
That's a good way to end a game.
That's not bad at all. Double the power.
Yo, what's up, Coach? In case, just to catch you up, Coach, I don't know where you caught in, but apparently they accidentally put TMNT cards in some Lorwyn product.
Ninja Teen for the pre-release. These are from the pre-release kits. So I don't know if that's going to make the pre-release kits go up in price. That'd be interesting.
No, for a short term until
because you have access to the majority of the set. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses a life. Okay, standard aristocrat's ability. Creature control get 1/1 menace. It's not bad for 2 mana. And then level up for 3 is even cheaper. Creature cards in your graveyard have sneak 4. You may cast creature spells from the graveyard using their sneak abilities. Ooh.
You and your graveyard.
Big fan. It's like a second hand, man. It's great.
I'm going to start running Bajuka Bogs and Lion Sashes on you.
My friend already does that. He runs like 3 to 4 graveyard hate cards in his decks because of me.
Are you aware of that 2 casting cost 1 from Kaldheim that you can't use things in your graveyard?
Yeah.
The Weathered Runestone, I think is what it's called.
The Rat King. Disappear at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent left the battlefield on your control this turn, create a 1/1 rat and put a 1/1 counter on Rat King. Sacrifice 3 rats, return target creature card and all other cards with the same name as that card from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I mean, in Commander, it's not really great. There's only a couple of times you could actually like do this. Relentless Rats, those kind of cards where you can have as many as you want. But other than that, this is kind of bad for Commander. I mean, I guess it's not terrible. Sacrifice 3 rats and return. It's like a reanimate on a stick for tapping. That's not horrible.
Well,
for
and
2
if you
mana.
combine that with like blink strategies, then
Savant, something or other exile. 5 mana, 4/4 trampler, demon wizard at the beginning of combat on your turn. You put a 1 counter on Savant. Oh, Romero. Then you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of counters on Savanti Romero. So you at the beginning of your end step, you get a counter, you could draw a card. Oh, it continues to get more. I like that. Okay.
or
It's not
if you could put a number of them on him, like that turn.
Yeah, if you give a way to like get more counters on them prior to ending your turn, you could draw more cards. The problem that I see is you don't have any way to gain life. If you had like trample lifelink, that'd be like obviously too strong. But I guess if you give him lifelink, he gets stronger, then he pays for the cost. This could kill you quickly if you go too crazy on him. Shark Shredder Killer Clone. His sneak is more expensive than his not sneak. That's interesting. First strike 4/4. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put up to 1 target creature card from the graveyard's battlefield from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It enters tapped and attacking that player. So it's a reanimate and a what is that? What does it affect? Sneak attack kind of type ability.
Well, but read the card again.
No, I get it. It's interesting that like it has first strikes. It makes combat strange because like I know that it has first strike and it'll make like the second creature attack during the non-first strike. It's just weird.
No. Keep reading the card.
I did. It reanimates something and it enters the battlefield tapped and attacking that player. I get it. What am I missing?
It's where is it reanimating it from?
From their graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an unusual ability.
It's reanimate on a stick.
It's reanimate somebody else's graveyard.
Well, yeah, reanimate is anybody's graveyard. It's interesting. It doesn't have evasion. I mean, you can give it evasion fairly easily. Shark Octopus Ninja. Sure. Southwind Avatar. 4 mana, 3/4 Death Touch. Whenever another creature you control dies, you gain life equal to his toughness. That's not bad. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life.
Oh, great. What is that? Is that Sanguine Bond or Exquisite Blood?
Which, I mean, there's both of those are enchantments.
Yeah, but they're opposite of each other.
Yeah. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. So it's not quite that powerful because normally that effect you're talking about is everything you gain, target opponent loses that much life.
Yeah, but this is each opponent.
Yeah, 1 life, but I think this is still quite strong. Whenever another creature you control dies, you gain life equal to a stuff. You control. Still strong. There's plenty of strategies that you can take advantage of, no problem. 4 mana or a 2 mana sneak. Search your library for a card, put the card into your hand, then shuffle. Ooh, that's interesting. So this is going to be a tutor in standard for 2 mana. Has to be unblocked, but that's interesting. That's playable. Kind of boring, but
well,
playable.
I'm going to tell you, in black, you know what people don't block from Final Fantasy? That Cecil card.
Is this 1 mana for a 4/4? No, it's got to be like 4 mana or something. He must be blocked if able. Whenever he is dealt damage, add that much red. Until end of turn, you don't lose mana as phases end. It doesn't really seem anything special to me. As a mythic,
feels like it needed haste.
Yikers. 5 mana, 7/5. Mutant Berserker Turtle. Whenever another creature you control enters, / deals 2 damage to each opponent. Ooh, okay. So it's like a watered down. What is that dragon? I'm blanking.
This is like a turtle version, a worse turtle version of that new elemental one that does similar things from Lorwyn. It's like a 7/3 or something.
I mean, a 7/5 for 5 that pings people whenever other creatures enter that also generates tokens. This is a solid card.
Benson, if you're still there, what was that elemental card that you were saying should be an instant ban for commander raids?
Oh, we got a Duskmourn cameo. 5 mana, gain control of all artifacts your opponents control until end of turn. Untap them, they gain haste until end of turn. That's interesting. If there's somebody playing a bunch of mana rocks, you'd probably gain mana. Very situational though. Casey Jones, Vigilante, 3 mana, 4/3. Whenever enters, draw 3 cards. Beginning of your next upkeep, discard 3 cards at random. If you have a way to like sacrifice this guy, then it's good. Otherwise, it's pretty bad. Cool but rude. 2 mana. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. That's nice to have. A nice little loot ability. Whenever you discard a card, deals 2 damage. Each opponent, not to add. Whenever this class becomes level 3, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, shuffle, then discard a card at random. Okay, so you get to gamble. It's
yeah, like that red one you were talking about, the one was 7/5. It's like a worse version of Champion of the Path.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, Champion of the Path is from Lorwyn, Eclipsed. 4 casting cost, red, 7/3 creature. As an additional cost, behold an elemental and exile it. Whenever another elemental you control enters, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. So not just 2. And then when this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to its owner's hand, of course, because of the behold.
Well, it's just a bad. They're both just bad Terror of the Peaks. That's the card I was trying to remember. The dragon that just does it. Every creature that enters, it just does it to whatever target creature or target player. Any target. Yeah. Improvised Arsenal. 2 mana artifact. Equip creature's opponent for each artifact you control. Create a token that's a copy of this equipment for 5.
Take it easy, dinner time capsule.
Dinner time.
Hopefully you can join us for the after show.
Mutagen Man, Living Ooze. A 2/3. It wouldn't be a magic set without an ooze. I gotta tell you. Ooze mutant. Activate abilities of artifact tokens you control cost 1 less to activate, and he enters and create X mutagen tokens.
That's
artifact
interesting.
with sacrifice, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Yeah, activated abilities of artifact tokens you control. I mean, so like clues. There's like Juice's clues because it makes them easier to or cheaper to sacrifice.
And food.
Food, yeah. I'm sure this won't break anything. Party.
Well, it actually could. Like if you can make copies of it and then play with like Staff of Domination.
Whenever this class enters, each player creates a food token. That's not very good. Whenever an opponent controls is put to a graveyard, draw a card. Whenever an artifact an opponent controls is put to a graveyard, draw a card. That's pretty strong. From the battlefield. But still. 3 mana, whenever somebody sacks a treasure, draw a card.
This would actually be insane in Commander raids. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. This is strong. Whenever one or more of your opponents are attacked, up to 1 target attacking creature gets X until X number of cards in your hand. Yeah, this is a playable card for sure.
We like to spoil our audience, Coach.
Transdimensional Bovine, 3 mana, 0/4, add 2 mana of any color. 3 mana, 0/4 flyer. So it's a big ass Birds of Paradise.
I like it. I want it.
3 mana, 2. That's not bad. The return is not bad either. And an 0/4 blocker. Yeah.
I like it.
Not bad. Turtle Power. 3 mana, flash. Turtles you control get 2/2
No, get out of here. Go away. Next.
I mean, I like turtle decks. I think they're funny. No, they're not good, but they're funny. All right. Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. I don't know what the hell that is, but all right. 6 mana, 8/8. Whenever you tap the land for mana, add green. Ooh, I'm a big fan of that.
Great in Commander raids.
Whenever you tap a land for mana, add green. It's just you though.
Oh, not great for Commander raids. Get out of here.
It's just good for any green ramp deck. It's 6 mana and it doubles your mana.
By the time you get to 6 mana, you're usually already out of control in green anyways.
Still strong.
okay.
Leatherhead Swamp Stalker, 6 or 4 mana for a 5/4 trampler that when it enters with hexproof counter on her. And then whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a counter from her. When you do, destroy her artifact or enchantment.
Mid.
There's just better effects that do, like, you don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
but
counters.
four for a 5/4 trampler, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just not great. Michelangelo Improviser, Mutant Ninja Turtle, legendary creature. He's a something, 4 mana, and a sneak of 4 mana, so it's the same mana cost, but slightly worse because you have to pay double green. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, put a creature card from your hand.
Yes,
Put a creature card and or a land from your hand onto the battlefield.
that's
You get
good.
to put a creature card
That's
and
very
a
good.
land?
It's very good.
That's not bad at all. It's like a
That is a
Kona,
push
but
card.
it's like a Kona, but slightly better / worse depending on the situation. I don't know. I mean, it depends on how big the creature is. Like, there's no power of toughness because whoever took this picture is stupid. Like, that's like the most important thing. But the sneak, so like as long as you can just sneak in anything, you just get a free creature in a land. So that's nice.
Well, and if you can make him unblockable,
sure, yeah.
and
Afterwards,
then draw cards.
So slightly cheaper with a sneak, cost 5 mana. Look at the top 8 cards of your library. Put up to 2 creature cards with total mana value 6 or less from the graveyard or from them into the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library. So let's see. Look at the top 8, and you get up to 6 mana value of creatures. 2
That's
cards.
pretty
mana
good.
value. Yeah, it's pretty deep. 8 mana. The odds of you getting 2 good cards is pretty solid. And you could just get a 6 mana for a 4 if you really.
Or yeah, like just a really
like a
good
rampaging.
card.
You get like a rampaging Bella for 4 mana.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Or
nice.
that 8/8 you like the other one.
Yeah, the double mana thing. Yeah. Dark Leo and Shredder. 2 mana with sneak of 2 mana, so same cast. Mutant Ninja Turtle Human. 1/3. Attacking ninjas you control have death touch, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you create a 1/1 black ninja token. Then if you control 5 or more ninjas, that player loses half their life rounded up.
Ugh, too many things. Don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know how many ninjas there are, because you need black white ninjas. I don't know if that's a thing.
Even still, look that without that last ability, it's very meh. And if somebody can't keep 5, ninjas off the board, it's hard to go 5 wide with something.
3 mana 2/4 menace. Whenever he attacks, the next non-creature spell you cast this turn has affinity for artifacts. Menace on a blue-red creature is kind of weird.
With the hybrid.
Yeah. Mikey and Don, the party planners. 4 mana 3/3 ward 2. Okay. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play lands and cast mutant ninjas or turtles from the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, that's a creature. It enters with additional 1/1 counter. Not bad. I like the ward. I don't know about a commander. 4 mana. That could be fine. Simic's solid, but Simic's got so many powerful Simic commanders. There's like, I don't know. Northwind Avatar. I like the art of this. 5 mana for I think a 5/5 flyer. When this creature enters,
It looks like
if you cast it,
5, yeah.
you may put a card you own from outside the game into your hand. Well, this is useless in Commander.
Well, no. Remember, they're talking about making a sideboard for Commander. That's
I think that needs to happen. Our group was actually talking about just implementing that on our own, to be honest. Raph and Leo, sibling rivals. 3 mana 2/4. Whenever it attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap up to 2 target attacking creatures. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase.
Everything plays well with Ikoria, coach.
If it's the first combat, there's the guy, the Ishin, that doubles the attack triggers. This would give you 2 extra combats. This is a very strong card. 2 extra combats and untap up to 4 creatures. But then the second combat, you wouldn't have any of them untapped. So that makes the extra combat kind of useless, depending on if you have any creatures or not.
I was about to say, so if you have vigilance out there. So basically, what you do with that is you play. What's that cat enchantment that when you play a land, you get +1/+1 to all your creatures and they have vigilance? The Felidar.
Do that. There's a card called Renaissance. It's the 1 mana whites enchantment that like you get to pay 0 and like untap your creatures after they deal damage.
Reconnaissance, is it?
Reconnaissance, yeah. That card's busted in Ishin, and for that situation, and really just in general, it makes all of your creatures just like
Oh,
immune
but
to
I like
trample.
Felidar Retreat, period. I just think it's a good card. I play it in a lot of decks.
7 mana, 7/7 trample haste, mutant ninja turtle. Whenever Raph and Mikey attacks, reveal a card from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking, and the rest on the bottom of your library. That's got haste.
Oh, that's
The problem is
very good.
well, it's just any creature, so you can get like a Birds of Paradise, tapped and attacking. They're not great, but you could also
It's
get
a
another
free.
powerful card.
You don't have to pay anything for it, and
It's
this is a
7 mana.
already.
It's not free. The creature's 7 mana. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's just not great. I think it's playable. 3 mana, 2/4 mutant ninja rat. If an ability of a ninja creature you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. It can't be played in the ninjutsu deck. That's sad. In the what the hell's her name? the blue black ninja that everybody plays.
No, if they change hybrid, it can be played in the.
True. If they do change the hybrid rule, this card would be insane for her. Target ninja. Oh, it is blue as well. It has blue.
If you're talking about Yuriko, the whatever.
Yuriko. Yeah, this would be insane with Yuriko.
Yeah, so long as they change the hybrid rule.
Yeah, if they that white symbol really saved Yuriko. Well, players from playing against Yuriko. It's playable, especially if, like you said, if they change the rule for the commander, which I agree, I'm on board with. It makes it a little muddy with commander identity, but some people already don't know how it works, so it wouldn't be too bad. 2 mana, the spell can't be countered. Turtle.
How would that work if it was your commander? You choose whether or not it is one and or both.
I think they'd have to make that ruling. I don't know. Whenever a player casts a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast it was less than its mana value, he deals 3 damage to that player. It's not bad. Nice little insurance against people that try to like spam a bunch of cheap spells. It's a little bit of a silver bullet card, but it's fine. 6 mana, destroy all creatures. Mill for Saga as well. Is this the first Saga that we've seen? No, there's been.
No.
Wait, is it?
No.
Yeah, because we've seen these. These are the
that's not a Saga. That's those are like stories or whatever.
Yeah, so this is the first Saga. Mill 4 cards. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. No, to your hand. Ugh, this card's awful.
That's bad.
Whenever a creature control attacks alone, put 3 woman counters on it, gauge trample, lifelink, and indestructible till end of turn.
That's not bad, but it's only one time.
Mana for 3 turns later, 6 mana. I don't know. It's not.
And it's a board wipe on top.
It is a board wipe. Yeah, it's not bad because the board wipe, I guess. Where were we? Here we go. This is the one card that I did see. It's a 9 mana 9/9 flying trample indestructible haste that gives your other artifact creature you control flying trample indestructible and haste. This card is quite good.
You're gonna have to cheat it out, but sure.
Of course, yeah. But it's an artifact that could be like this. This can be cheated out in a numerous number of ways. Sneak attack, 1 mana, boom, you're done. Like it's quite powerful for what it is. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say. It's just kind of boring and powerful. It doesn't really do much of anything besides just be big and dumb. Technodrome. No idea the mana cost. Race trample. This creature can't attack or block unless its power is 6 or greater, and sacrifice an artifact, another artifact, draw a card, put 1 counter on it.
Yeah.
As a
how much? I mean, it depends on how much it is to put out. If it's like 1 to put out or 2 to put out, fine. It's probably 3.
Enhance. There's nothing. I have no idea. The ooze.
Why do people put cheap ass sleeves like that and then take a shiny ass picture over parts that are important on the card?
Legendary artifact. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it leaves the battlefield, create a mutagen token for each 1/1 counter on it. Exile target card from a graveyard, create a mutagen token. I mean, it's graveyard hate. It's 1/1 counter synergy. It makes token artifacts. I'm sure this is playable in some decks. Turtle Van. 3 mana. Whenever this vehicle attacks, you put probably a 1/1 counter on target creature that crewed this vehicle. Then, if that creature is a mutant, ninja, or turtle, double number counters on it. 3 mana for 4/4 vehicle.
And what's the crew cost?
Yes.
Dude, I wonder if we're being trolled by like WotC employees that put the worst possible clear sleeves on these things.
3 mana Weathermaker landfall artifact. Whenever a land you control enters, you put a charge counter on it. You can tap it to add a mana of any color, tap it to remove 2 charge counters to get 2 colorless, or tap it, remove 3 charge counters on it. It deals 3 damage to any target.
Yeah, slow.
It's playable, but yeah, it's kind of. I mean, it's just a 3 mana rock. So if people already play that, this is just an upgrade. You know, it's not.
It's a
I
rare.
think this is playable. Chrome Dome. 2 mana. Other creatures you control get 1/0. And 5 mana, create a token that's a copy of another target artifact you control. That token gains haste. Sacrifice it.
Ooh.
5 mana is a little steep, but create a token that's a copy of another target artifact you control. I'm sure there's probably some kind of combo with that. Oh yeah, there's that one where like you take an extra turn.
Can you look at it again? Is it any artifact that it can copy?
Yeah, create a token that's a copy of another target artifact you control.
So it doesn't have to be a creature.
Itself. No, but there's that one where it's like, well, you have to sacrifice energy. Like it's like you take an extra turn if you sacrifice it, but then it exiles it. Gonti's something or other.
Hey, how about something like your how would that work if you copied your the One Ring?
You just draw a card.
You wouldn't gain.
Actually, I don't even know if you could, because you'd have to sacrifice the legendary rule. I don't even think you'd be able to respond. I don't.
It wouldn't see the trigger for entering.
No, because it's cast. Wait, is the One Ring cast, or is it just enters? The One Ring. I think it's cast. If you cast it. If you cast it, you gain protection. Yeah, so you wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't get the protection. Northampton Farm. Add 1 mana of colorless, or you can pay it. Exile target creature you own at any time, so you can save some creatures probably. 2 mana sacrifices land. Return a creature card exiled with this land to the battlefield under your control. Return each other card exiled to their owner's hand. It's very slow. But I do like lands that do this effect. There's a black one that does it where you like sacrifice Phyrexian Tower. You like sacrifice to get 2 black mana. And the only reason I like that is because there are people that like exile your creature and like you don't want your cards exiled. And then if you're playing like a randomizer deck like I do, so like every time my cards get exiled, I get annoyed. Having a land that like prevents that from happening. I mean, this does exile it, but how's the wording on it? Return a creature card exiled with this land. Yeah, so it would be nice.
All I can say is this will go great in Prosper Tomo.
Yes, playing stuff from exiled, or is it playing something from exiled?
Yes,
but this isn't playing from exile. This is just returning it from exile. The wording on Prosper is whenever you play a card from exile. So yeah, this wouldn't trigger him. You wouldn't get the treasure. So it doesn't quite do what you want, but I mean, honestly, the power level above average. I'm not too disappointed so far. They didn't go super like cheesy. Like to me, I feel like TMNT is a little on the cheesy side, and so far it doesn't seem super cheesy. It seems fairly fine.
It seems to me about what I expected, and about what I'm going to do is I'm not going to buy any product other than the PVE because I support that. They finally are doing it. but
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
the
buying.
pizza slice box or whatever the hell it was called.
No,
This one,
fuck that. No,
the
fuck
pizza
that
bundle.
box. No, that's not it. It's I think it's that one. Nope,
Oh,
nope,
the
nope.
Eternal Team Up. Yeah, new co-op 2 to 4 player game
Yeah.
mode. That'll be interesting to see. So yeah, they did some math here. If this is true, it says right now that 80% of the rares are known now. There's only 15% or 15 more cards to go before the set's even out, and that's not including what's there. This is just what's being spoiled on day one. So it seems as if the entire set's spoiled, probably.
Probably all the
Well, it
cards
might
you
just
care
be only
about.
the rares and mythics. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm now that it's about that time, folks. So yes, I'm just gonna do our spiel that if you are interested in continuing to listen to our conversation every single week, we give at least another 30 minutes of, I don't want to call it member only content, but member first content where it's a little more unfiltered. But you do have to be a member to see that, and you only need to pay $1 a month, folks, to become a member. So if you want to go catch that additional content, which we're gonna ship to right now, please consider doing that. It helps support the channel and it allows us to do things. And we do try to brew behind the scenes. We're not getting rich. We think most often, how can we return some form of value to the audience with that money? It's not like, woo, let's go to the strip club and get hookers and blow. It is, I don't think we could even go to a strip club with that money we earn, but
Oh sure, yeah. I
okay,
mean,
a cheap strip
if we
club.
if we just save up for a year, we can get.
But we do
No,
we're constantly trying to come up with ways that we can try to return value to you folks, whether it's improving our content or other things that we're considering. So please consider becoming a member. We're going to switch over to that now if you want our additional thoughts. We really went much deeper on those spoilers than I expected to, so didn't
yeah.
really
I just kind of was like, you know what, we're here. It worked, and
really cover
I'm
much
excited.
about.
I'm
I
more.
didn't even know about it until you just said it. So I'm like, all right.
I woke up and I doom scrolled for about 5 minutes, and I was like, oh, so it seems as if they did a boo boo.
I did get to talk at least about the secret lair. We didn't go into it in depth like other channels, but go watch. I think Jake even has one out, or Jake has one out, and Joel might have one out by now. There's other content creators that have gone deep dive into the secret lair drop. My 2 cents, my chiming in, if you wanted to Bob thoughts, is that, well, they're running out of room to reprint Fallout, and you might want to start eyeballing some of that Fallout product if you're interested in that kind of thing. But keep it sealed, folks. Anywho, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your time as always. That's the most important asset that you own. Thank you for giving yours to us. And hopefully we'll see some of you on the member only stream.
Adios.
Bye.